Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
He sits close to Swamini's feet, wanting to anoint them with black dye. Tulasi holds the brush and a cup with lac in her hands. As tears of love stream from his eyes, our hero
सुनो नारियल का चटनी
As tears of love stream from his eyes, our hero begins to paint Swamini's foot soles, thinking, I'm not so fortunate as this footlag.
नारियल सा है बड़ा.
I'm not so fortunate as this footlag that I can stick to her feet the whole day. Everyone says that I am non-different from my name. So at least let my name stay on her foot soles. He then begins to write his name on the sides of Swamini's feet and becomes overwhelmed by the beauty of his own name written in red lac, thinking, alas, even my name is more fortunate than me.
Wow.
Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati writes, I praise Sri Hari, who is the embodiment of profoundly enchanting spiritual flavor, who is gladdened by a wonderful festival of play, and whose head that is decorated with a beautiful peacock feather, and who rolls at Sri Radha's feet. Tulasi enjoys to see Sri Hari's zeal in decorating her Swamini, and she giggles, covering her mouth with her veil. Seeing Tulasi giggling, Swamini says, "What's going on?" and kicks Tulasi for punishment on the arms with her foot that has wet lac still on it.
Yeah. That is mark. That is mark.
That is mark. No, she's making your mark.
That you are the best. You understand my blessing. Yeah.
Fortunate Tulasi thus has the auspicious signs like the flag, thunderbolt, barley corn, chariot, conch shells, etc. of Swamini's foot soles printed on her shoulders through the footlag. Swamini does not kick everyone like this. This is a sign of intimacy. With these auspicious signs, Tulasi proudly goes from one kunja to the other. Let everyone see that I am Sri Radha's marked maidservant.
Yeah.
Then suddenly, the revelation vanishes and Sri Raghunatha Dasa cries, "Ha Radhe, when will you print these auspicious marks on my shoulders?" Prema is mixed with this footlag. Therefore, Sri Raghunatha Dasa uses the words Ati Sulalita Laksha. It is very charming because of the love it contains. Not when it is applied by us maidservants, but when it is applied by your lover. Will the hearts of us maidservants be pleased if he is not submissive to you? He who feels himself blessed when he even once catches the breeze coming from your flapping veil. We want Sri Radha's superiority, but that does not make Shyam inferior.
No.
Rather, it brings his superiority to the limit. When Bilvamangala describes the beauty of Krishna's eyes, he says, Krishna's eyes have acquired fullness through love. They became the abode of beauty. They are charming at every step. And they are novel every day. Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj writes in his Saranga Rangada commentary on this verse that Krishna's eyes are so beautiful because they taste the rasa of Sri Radha's love for him.
That is nothing.
Sri Krishna says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, although the mirror of Radha's true love is completely clear. Its clarity still increases at every moment. There is also no cessation to the increase of my sweetness, which shines in ever new forms in front of this mirror. I want to see your submissive lover anointed with the lac dye of your foot soles. Bhishmadeva and Aishwarya Upasaka, one who meditates on Krishna in his divine prowess, was able to choose the time of his own death, and he waited until he could see Krishna in his Veera Rasa, heroic mood, before he died. He says in Srimad Bhagavatam, "May my mind be fixed on Sri Krishna, the Supreme Self, whose hair was flowing as it was grayed by the dust thrown up by the hooves of the horses during the battle, whose face was adorned by sweat drops, and who enjoyed being pierced by my sharp arrows." In the same way, the Manjaris also want to meditate on Sri Radhika in a particular way. They always desire to see the most enchanting couple moistened with sweat drops of exhaustion of their erotic battle, their dresses and ornaments loosened. The perfection of the eyes is to see the subdued hero and the independent heroine, whose luster defeats the pride of golden-colored turmeric. The perfection of the eyes is to see the subdued hero and the independent heroine, whose luster defeats the pride of golden-colored turmeric. Tulasi says, "Please mark me with a footlac which was applied to your foot soles by your dedicated and submissive hero." Sri Raghunatha shows great longing for devotional service. "Oh, when will you give me the devotional service of your lotus feet?" Devotion means service. Vaj ityesha vaidatuhu sevayam parikirtitaha. Devotional service is everything for a loving devotee. The pleasure of the Savior, the worshipped, is the target of such service, not one's own personal pleasure. Anukulyena Krishna Anusilanam Bhakti Uttamam. The highest devotion is that devotion which is favorable to Krishna. Srila Jiva Goswami writes the following commentary on this verse. Favorable means something that is pleasing to Krishna. It is prescribed by the scriptures, and that is why I'm doing it. But I have no idea if my beloved deity enjoys it or not. This is not the way of Raganuga Bhakti. When the beloved deity responds within the heart, saying, I am enjoying and relishing your devotion service, then I will know that my service is a success. In the book Bhaktamal, it is described that Sri Bankabihari Ji passed over Haridasa Swami's Rajabhoga in favor of the simple fried chickpeas that were offered by Jagannatha Madhava. It is also known that Sakshi Gopal asked the Queen of Orissa to place a pearl in his nose. This is not the worship of the indifferent. It is the worship of lovers. This religion of love is completely devoid of any kind of deceit. Dharma projita kaitava. Love makes one forget bodily happiness.
Yeah.
The loving worshipper does not desire sensual, physical, or even spiritual pleasures. For all kinds of personal pleasures is cheating. But this is not so easy to give up. Therefore, Srila Premananda Thakur has said in his Manasiksha, "O mind, you just don't understand. You say that you are beyond the Vedic regulations, but you perform forbidden activities. When I see this, I see your very essence. You call liberation a luxurious distraction and have thrown it far away. Give me a hint so that I can understand this truth. Fleeting, useless riches are always desirable, and you are going mad, thinking about it day and night.
Wow. Yeah.
You outwardly perform rituals without desire for gain, but you're not able to free yourself from the same. In your speech, you are detached from the material world. When you call my everything, who you call my everything is the same everything you only give a lousy banyan leaf to. And you think that it is yours to give. You say, I worship Vrindavana, but you're happily staying at home.
Yeah. See Radha.
You love all exterior trappings. You are satisfied with praise, but are enraged when insulted. How did you manage to destroy the happiness of your soul? You say that you follow the gopis, but do you understand the meaning about that?
Wow. See that.
You can't let go of your nature one iota. You get pleasure seeing the face of material nature who swallows you whole.
Yeah.
Listen, says Premananda. If you think about it, it's all a ball of confusion. What's to be gained by listening or flapping your mouth? Always chant Hari Hari while you traverse the path of love, and you will surely be cleansed of all impurities.
Yeah. Yeah. So name is the only way to bring out from covering. Without covering. We say that we want gopi bhav. Then we have to forget material duty. We have to forget that. One point is gopiness offering to the senses in the service. They are full of no desire for other material. And it's the diversion group, the name is helping to make one body. You see, in Raga Bhaktas they chant. Vaidhi Bhaktas not interested to chant. They cannot live without me. They start feeling by chanting the religious beauty of God. And listening and doing is only way.
This chanting Gurudev is a name, pure name, give us a realization of the form and the leader.
Name makes you the form. Like you say, Balram, your son, you see form and his play of Leela is the play of Balram. And form is his eyes, nose, ear, his smiling, talking Sanskrit slow. Is only coming by name. Many people know with name, they know Sri Balram. But many they listen that he has all memory of Sanskrit sloka and everything. They want to see him. So what is beautiful name? Not person. Similarly, Radhika name and Radhika name is more higher. Krishna and Krishna name is more higher, who brings close to him. That's the
So when we chant the pure name, then we can see the form and the leader and everything.
name is always pure heart with you.
Pure.
The name will make it. One name can remove my all offenses. Then what name is not pure? Name is always pure. I have to clean my inner heart and my blockage. That takes longer. Name is and in Brahma Muhurta, if you chant 10-15 days, then it will clean first. And one day, automatic drops of tears will come. And it will, after some time, it starts like a showering from the eyes. So that when this stage comes, then our heart melts and it becomes good. Cheto Darpanam Marjanam. This is the cleaning. Name is cleaning my blockage and my falsehood. One slok Gadagar of Mahaprabhu, I don't remember, as true. When we are in ecstasy of real happiness, then we become inside the happiness, and then tears are. Nainam. Gada, Ashru, Badanam, Pulake, shaking. This is the overact. When the day will come in our life, and this is the way of name. Tavana, Garane Bhavishyati. Then name clear my all reason. Then we know the beauty of name. Second was last one, Krishna Kirtan. What is the last line?
The second verse of Shastra.
Yeah. Sarva Shakti, all energy and all power is there. And
Smarane Gita Rishi Kaukita Bhagavan Mahalati BRL Shanti Achanyanava Yuntai Krishna
third one? No, third, fourth one. And first one? Ram Nam Vijayate. Param Vijayate. Param Vijayate. Nama Sankirtana. Param Vijayate means nobody can. Because they have a connection. Any problem will come, you have an answer to solve that. I give you one example today. One person comes, he's a Goswami. We took lease of this temple. He wants to make the lease agreement. You want to make the 4 or 5 lakhs rupees from here. More. And he wants to increase rent. He's talking. Then he says that one day prasad minimum has to offer. That's very good. So I say, as per agreement, nothing to do. You have to follow as the agreement and I will follow. Thing is this, Bhoga has to do. And I will do every year. I will send you some Lakshmi for prasad, to make prasad for mother. If you agree, do it. Other thing I cannot possible. As per terms, you cannot increase. As per terms, you cannot ask anything, and you cannot ask to lease. But I can offer you what. If you want, come, I will serve. On his talk, he himself said, and I agree. And I say, I agree now. And how I know? Radhamohan inspired me. This is the thing that you are serving every year. And system has to follow with him what his forefather decided. So who gives this? Or Radhamohan gives, Gurudev gives. Because of connection with him, I am connected with him. I don't know. Many are creating. 2-3 persons say it's a big problem solving it. That's it. We have to talk and make the solution. Param Vijay. Any problem in your material life, material problem is money problem. Param Vijay. All will be settled. He will give you idea how to solve it. Problem is not in spiritual world. Only involve material world, or we block ourselves. And then we are engaged in material world. So what to do now? And this is the yoga, this is the meditation, and this is everything. I don't give to him. So, Param Vijay. Nobody can give you success without this. My grandson called. He said, I also start chanting. I said, how you feel? Very peaceful. I said, you need peace? Yes. I said, try that. Prashant.
The pure devotee bathes in his tears of love when he chants the holy name, and the beloved deity stays close by to relish this.
Yeah, this is the work happening in Brahma Muhurta, morning time, when there is no material disturbance happening. Many say when you are chanting and chanting, you fall asleep. I said no, impossible. You chanting, fall asleep, you wake up, you feel that you are already chanting, and again you stop. That time of your sleep, nap, or meditation is also counted in chanting.
So the effort of getting up.
Huh?
So the effort of getting up and chanting.
Yeah. It's better to rest in the
During daytime.
night is for yogi and bhogi. Night time is peaceful for yogi who want to meditate, who want to connect, and for the bhogis who want to enjoy their senses. That's why? Because it's a peaceful time. And in the Brahma Muhurta, 2:45 to 3:45, if you want to sit, it make you very sleepy. Why? Because this is the highest peace. This is the highest time in the world. And why they do this 2:45? So they start from 2. They prepared early to ready for that 2:45. And they continue not 3:45, they want to continue up to 5. That effect is there before coming from Muhurta and going out. Effects are there.
The pure devotee bathes in his tears of love when he chants the holy name, and the beloved deity stays close by to relish this. What an incomparable service! Even Krishna is astonished when he sees the loving activities of his devotees. With my eyes, I will see your form, and with my ears, I will hear your flute. I am unworthy. I will never get to see Radha and Krishna. Devotional greed will never allow such despair to come. The beauty of the path of sacred passion is that it makes one transcend the considerations of worthiness or unworthiness. the loving devotee will think, if you don't respond, then who will lift me up? If I could just slightly dedicate my life to your service, then I would be blessed. She will make me understand what is favorable and what is unfavorable. When the loving devotee has been separated from his beloved deity for a long time, yearning for his darshana, he starts thinking, maybe the Lord is just not pleased with me. The Goswamis taught the world by example. One day, Srila Rupa Goswami thought, I could not get Vrindavaneshwari's mercy. Then what is the use of my body? He closed the door of his cottage and sat down. But at twilight time, someone called him, saying, Baba, open the door. I have come. Srimati Radharani had personally come to his door with a pitcher of milk on her head, dressed like a cowherd girl. Sri Rupa knew the girl. He begged food from her parents' house sometimes. But she looked so extraordinarily sweet this time. The girl said, Baba, why didn't you come to our house today for Madhukari? Sri Rupa Goswami said, Lali, I'm not coming anymore. The girl asked, why? What happened? Sri Rupa Goswami said, if my beloved goddess does not bestow her mercy upon me, then what is the use of maintaining this body still? The girl said, who said you don't get that mercy? It is her mercy that you can live here in Vrindavana. Drink some milk and come for Madhukari again from tomorrow. Only if you remain in physical health can you do bhajan after all. After saying this, the girl left. Sri Rupa was enchanted by her charming movements and thought, who is this amazing girl? Meanwhile, by Radharani's arrangement, Srila Sanatana Goswami, his brother, came by to find out how Rupa Goswami's bhajan was going. Sri Rupa had already planned to offer some milk to Sri Sanatana Goswami. So he offered him the milk, which was handed to him by the wonderful cowherd girl. But when Sanatana Goswami simply smelled the fragrance of the milk, he fainted of ecstatic love. Later, When he heard from Rupa Goswami where the milk came from, Sanatana told him, Rupa, she, Srimati Radhika, is the embodiment of great compassion. Will you make her toil like this? Sri Rupa understood Sanatana Goswami's purport and decided to resume his practice of Madhukari.
Resuming to keep this material body. Why keeping material body? If I will not take food, I cannot keep it. Second thing, keeping material body for chanting. Sadhana, important is material body. And for seva is spiritual body. So if you see, sadhana is also important because of material body, and seva I can develop by this sadhaka, and when by the mercy of this material body, when we realize this spiritual body, we are directly. So this material body is very beneficial. When I know how to use this, benefit it, that's the art of it. It's not misusing, wasting energy with that. It's useful to understand what a gift means. They say, Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya helps with this. And also influence with Mahamaya. If you don't want to go to yoga, to him, to her, then they will throw you in Mahamaya space. Everything is there, and you have no wish for that. That is more good luck. Nancy said,
even if it is there, it is not steady, our desire. Sometimes we have, sometimes we don't.
steadiness is a nature, margin. If I am a soul, because we are not study in Radha Dasya, so the steadiness will be there. Sometime there, sometime. Condition will be always there. Even the Siddha Mahatma who got the Siddhi, and if he is divert, then he also becomes Siddhi. Every test, every moment is the test. And how you cross that test. I have to check myself, you have to check yourself. Test is every minute, second. And that's the consciousness, Chaitanya. Today his question was, what is the difference between Chaitanya and Gauranga, right? Antaka, what
I was asking, what from your experience and from your feelings, what name of Chaitanya or Gauranga would be the name that reminds you of Radha the most?
Gauranga has the first name Nimai. Pandit. Nimai, Neem, you know Neem tree is very bitter. His name is leaf of Neem tree, very bitter. He was very bitter to everyone. His behavior was like this, like Nimai, like a bitter like me. See, that because he was teacher and he wanted to teach everyone the pattern. And when he see many Devi Upasas, he become very bitter. He wants to give bhakti and all are in Bengal Devi Upasas. Even still. So he is bitter for them. Then his name becomes Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Right? So Sri Krishna is there, but you have to conscious to understand. Conscious. Chaitanya means conscious. And you will see in ISKCON Gaudiya Manta say Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityam. Because they see Chaitanya, consciousness is very important. But this Babaji from Radhakund and Keshav Baba and all, they say Sri Krishna, Sri Gauranga. Why Gauranga? Because Gauranga, there is no difference between Gauranga and Gaurangi. Gaurangi is the Radhika. And Radhika become in male form. So is Gauranga. Radhika today is in the male form. So one see as a teacher, Nimai. One see as a Krishna, he is Chaitanya. And one see as a Radha, then he is a Gauranga. So three regions are there. And they say like this because they see like this. In mantra also you can see this difference. Gauranga means Radhika male. Gaurangi is a Gauranga. Priority is Radhika. Now what you like is all three is good.
What about Nityananda as another Manjari?
Nityananda is Anang Manjari, not only Anang Manjari. He is Krishna's brother also, Balram. So two things you can understand external, internal nature. But a three nature in one person, not three, not four nature, a human nature also. So there are three nature, brother of Krishna, teacher, he is a teacher also. He is a Hanang also. And he is a Nityananda also. Three. Nityananda in body form. So three nature in one place is very difficult to understand. When they talk about Nitai, they say understanding is very difficult. Why? How you want to understand? You want to understand like a brother, you cannot understand. You understand like a Nitai, you cannot understand. He is a very, very crazy clothes, he becomes naked. Which type of guru he is? And when you see Anang Manjari, then he is a very softest nature. Like a Radha. Always, if you see him, then always he wants to serve Radha and Krishna, Guru Gauranga. No other business. So, is written, Kono Bhagyavan, any one, in medias one person can understand it. Everyone very difficult to connect. Like you see Prabhupada, he was connected with Nitai. He sing Nitai bhajan, he keep Nitai go. But we don't. You see Gaur Nitai and Nitai go. Many will say Gaur Nitai. Why? Because Gaur is Krishna. Nitai is Guru, so Gaur Nitai. But who said Nitai, Gaur means Anang Manjari and Radhika. So Nitai Gaur. Without Anang Manjari, how you will understand Radha? So they say Nitai Gaur. And who has no idea of inside of Anang Manjari, they say Gaur Nitai. It depends upon that, how much deep you have realization. But all good, all is okay. But somebody say Gaur Nitai, other understand how much realization. In Vrindavan, because they are all Vajanandi, they understand. They will not say you are wrong and right, but so more bhajan required. Like one time, I say this, Raghunath Das Goswami, he 3 times ran away from the home to Mahaprabhu. Why he ran away to Mahaprabhu? That is a God. Appears, God appears. You see him. And then he go and Mahaprabhu say, go back. You are too early. Because you cannot come for looking God in me. Then it's too early for you. Go on. Go back. Then Nitai chastise him. You go to Mahaprabhu without me, you will never understand. You can go to God direct, no problem. But if you want to understand and you want to take really sadhana, then only way come through me. And then I punish you you have to give big fish. So that way, this what place name? Panigati distribution. So, what is this teaching? Ananga Manjari is important to understand God is right. Nitai is so important. Without her mercy, we not go the deep realization. Deep. Clear? And without understanding Allah, Andare Nitai, Bahare Nitai, that's not works. When you will know Radha inside and outside, in all directions, all what is happening in the house, as a person live in the house, all is living and non-living all become Nita. Say that.
Then maybe it would be good that we sing Shri Gauranga Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra. Gadadhar Shivas Hari Gaura Bhaktave.
Yeah. Is all realization.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. One is a preacher, he has to become like a Nimai, like a knee. And one is in bhajan, one is for their realization. They have to become sweet, right? Why they go to strong for preaching? This is why I don't know why you bother. Teacher can say more better. In the form of Nimai teaching, he was very sour. She had passed that time of teaching. Only he is punishing. Only he is punishing. So teacher has to do that. Who is more deep inside, why they will punish to others? They will run away from any country.
First heard this Shri Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra in Vinod Baba's bhajans. They begin like this, or Nitai, or this Shri Gauranga.
Because they want to meditate in Radha. They know we want to meditate without form, Chaitanya.
Yes.
Without form is Chaitanya. Consciousness is Brahma Bhuta. No form. Paramatma. Radhe Radhe Govinda.